I don't know why this keeps happening, but I think it's very funny that
GameStop.
people are investing in essentially defunct companies, both GameStop and AMC, and it's the same people that are doing it. And it seems like they're actually doing it to the point where they're making a profit on this stock. And look, I'm not going to try to explain to you the ins and outs of stock trading. All I know is it's getting to the point, again, where these trader companies are preventing people from doing it again, which does seem to be anti-capitalism. But hey, whatever the case, I felt like this is a natural way to, I don't know, dive into talking about.
Do you have any stocks first? Do you have any of that investment stuff?
No,
I have none of it.
I don't know how.
I have.
Same.
I don't know. Like, if I wanted to today after the show, I don't know how to buy stocks would be what I look up.
I have something that I put money into.
Okay.
That seems to be going up in value.
Okay.
But I don't know what stocks I'm investing in.
So it's like it probably automatically does it for you. Because I know like there's certain things that do that.
It's not automatic, but I have somebody who manages it for me.
Okay.
And I have no idea what's going on. All I know is I check it every month and I'm like, oh, it went up. Cool. Oh, it went up. Cool. Sometimes it goes down a little bit. Bad.
Bitcoin?
No, I haven't done that.
Same. Not for me.
No.
Thought about it for long and hard for a long time.
There are some people who are still pushing that stuff online.
Whatever. Like maybe one day I'll feel like a total idiot by not doing it.
No.
But it's just it feels like money that it's leaving in my wallet and never coming back.
Look, I'm always very, very careful with my money, except for when it comes to Hawaiian shirts. And I feel like it's going to be very hard to get me to invest any amount of money in any sort of business opportunity. So I'm not in on anything cool. I've also never fallen for anything. Them's the breaks. But I thought thinking about GameStop and about AMC once again, all of a sudden blowing up because some internet trolls are effing around to the point where they're actually stopping. If you're going to make any sports investment in Houston, we're talking about teams, we're talking about athletes. What would you invest in right now? You got to pick one above everything. And remember, there's obviously things that you could invest in, like, say, the Houston Texans. But to buy in on the Houston Texans now...
It's not a good time.
Exactly. You know, you're not getting the most bang for your buck. So we're looking for smart investments with real opportunities. Possibly you.
I'm going to go with someone that if I would have bought their stock last year, it would have really hurt me because it would have plummeted in 2023. But it's going to be so low now because we tried to replace him for an entire offseason that I'm going to buy Jalen Petrie stock.
Jalen Petrie, you're in. Okay.
Are you accusing yourself of insider trading?
Yes.
You drove the price down yourself?
I'm a driver. I'm pushing it. Now, I'm not the one pushing Quandre Diggs as much. So Paul's more of the guilty party here of driving Jalen Petrie's stock down the toilet. But I'm going to capitalize on
Diggs
this
is a better player. But
he is a better player. But there's just still something about Jalen Petrie that, like, his rookie year, getting the turnovers, I can't totally be out of him. Like, I would not do this for Dameon Pierce. But, like, if there's going to be a rebound, I would pick Jalen Petrie's stock to be the one I would want to bet on, because it feels like there's still a chance it hits big time.
He's not great in coverage, but he is good at being in the right place at the right time. There is a skill to that. I could see him bouncing back.
Yeah. Like, this is like a penny stock.
They got to put him in spots where he can succeed and keep him away from playing center field. And hopefully the guy that they drafted from USC at safety is going to be able to do a little bit more of that specific
He's got one big problem.
Because Jimmy Ward isn't that guy either.
I've been watching some stuff that people putting out from USC. Kalen Bullock can't tackle, apparently. Ball hawk? Yes. Tackle ability? 0. Like, he's all arms. He looks like he puts no contact in. Maybe it's like people who tweet these things, they have a narrative they want to push. so you never know exactly what you're getting.
USC had a really bad defense, and I'm sure that he
Yeah.
was playing chase on a lot of offensive players over the course of the year. But yeah, that was one of the things on his scouting report is that he's not exactly the best when it comes to angles that he takes.
What about you, Paul? What you buying and what stock you buying?
So I've been thinking about this on the Astros side of things. Jeremy Pena seems like a fun one right
Might be too
now,
late.
but you're right. It feels like with the way that this season has started, that it might be a little bit too late to get back in on that one. Ronel Blanco's stock, you might not be able to purchase
I was
it
gonna
right
say
now.
I think it's been delisted.
yeah, Sean, especially after this scandal, at least for a little bit of time.
Plus, he's old.
Joey Loperfido, it's too early, and it's not like he's hitting home runs or anything like that, you know? So there's no one right now on the Astros. As far as on the Houston Texans, it's also the same kind of spot where as a team and with all the players, everyone is just so hyped up right now. It's almost like you would want to bet against one of them or something if you're going to be tricky.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the Rockets, and
There's a lot of good options on the Rockets.
I really feel like there's something to Cam Whitmore. I think I like Amen Thompson a lot.
I think both rookies are like the top choices.
Yeah.
For anyone on the Rockets, I feel like you have to start with either Amin, who probably stock price a little bit higher just because of
So athletic.
and where he started. You know, he was the 4th pick. Whitmore was the 20th. But yeah, I agree with you on both of them.
Whitmore's a little better at shooting. There seems to be something about Whitmore that led to him being drafted 20th. Maybe that's still on the table. So yeah, if I got to invest in anything, it's a safe investment with big upside.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at him.
I think the Cam Whitmore upside would be the highest of the group.
It certainly feels that way
Because
right
like Cam,
now.
I like him in Thompson, but I don't know. There's just something about watching Cam Whitmore play basketball. I see like superstar moments. Like there's like little moments, little glimpses of like, yeah, maybe it's the flashy dunks, but the way he scores, the way he gets up and down the court.
Also, he's just an
Man.
a-hole.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
an a-hole
It's
out
the
there, which is great.
It's the personality, or at least the on the court personality. It's the athleticism, and yes, like you said, the way he can score. And right now, I mean, obviously he's 19 or 20, so it's only in like flashes of games, of stretches at the end of a second quarter or something. But you see, and you're like, that stuff's like really hard to do, and most NBA players can't do this, and he can already do it in flashes as a young player. So yeah, I think Whitmore, especially with his stock price probably being the lowest of the core 6, probably more just as far as like the buzziness around him. He's a stock you can retire on because there's a high upside.
He's real bit. He's Bitcoin circa 2000, baby.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else for you, Sean? Or we cover the main ones?
I wanted to try to think of like a off the wall Texans one because like we said, everyone's all over everyone. Everyone loves everyone on this team. I was trying to mentally make a case for like, Keaton Green maybe tough rookie year.
Green could be a real penny stock.
What about one of the corners?
This is I please bet responsibly, but it is something where if you want to make the case for him, it's a tough transition for any offensive lineman going from college to pros. He was also on a terrible Texans team making that transition, and then he got hurt in his in training camp of his second year. So there could be, and he played the one bit that we saw of him in the preseason game. I think it's pretty clear he was playing hurt then.
What about Kuda or Henderson?
I was gonna say
No.
the Texans are actually doing this with half the corners.
You put $5 in on that stock, they start like 6 games for you. You probably make money back times.
CJ
Yeah,
Henderson.
I'd rather go buy a $2 Mega Million ticket right now. That's the high one, I think. I always look. When it gets to 500, I buy one.
I think I'm going to go home and do that. Get that on the way home.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's look at the flip side of the conversation we were just having before we get deep steel blue pilled. What stock would you sell right now in Houston sports the most? It's at its peak right now. You're selling it. You're cashing out before it dips.
Ooh, that is a good question. Okay, well, on the Houston Texans right now, there's no one that I really want to pull the plug on. On the Astros, I don't want to do this.
I have an Astros one. It also is.
Do it.
Yordan Alvarez. I'm selling right now.
Wow.
I'm selling right now. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't know if I'd sell all the stock, but I'm selling some of it. I don't like what I'm seeing. What?
I'm just surprised.
I mean, look, you got to do something controversial. You could say any of the Astros relievers at this point in time, right? But something's up. Something feels up right now, and it does feel like there's always an injury issue with Yordan right around the corner. When asked about that today, didn't Dana Brown kind of duck around?
Yeah, he said
that?
he just ignored the part where they asked him if he was injured, and then just said he's on a bad streak right now. So you're selling on Yordan right now in case the stock dips. Huh.
I was going to go with Fromber, which is risky because we're saying he should throw a no-hitter tonight. Or at least we want him to
We
throw
wanted to throw
Yeah.
a no-hitter.
But also, I'm going to play both sides. Classic stock market. I'm also selling stock. To get people hyped up, I'm going to say, oh, no-hitter maybe. But also, secretly, the account I don't, that's not connected, shell companies,
Buying.
I'm selling. Well, I'm selling Fromber stock.
Haven't we all been kind of selling Fromber stock
Yeah.
since the
Yes.
For sure.
meltdowns last year?
I
Not
think I
just-
would have sold it like the day after his no-hitter last year.
Oh yeah, that's like it's at its peak.
The one that was sandwiched in between his two assaults after
Yes.
giving up a home run against a division rival.
Yeah. Just in case that he's a one-hit wonder, I'm selling all my Nico Collins stock.
Damn.
Just in case.
Damn.
I think he's gonna be good, but it's 1 year. Like,
I feel like
what is he gonna look like with Diggs? Even if he's good, he's not gonna be as good as it was with Diggs. So his value technically would go down a little bit.
I don't know, man. He produced it. He missed 2 games.
I know, but just in case
And there's
he's a
some
one-hit
games-
wonder.
And there were some games where Stroud didn't play. I'm looking at Nico, and his ability to stretch the field is shocking considering his size.
Yeah.
His ability to run after the catch is really good. I would not do that with Nico. I'll buy some of the stock you're selling with
Yeah,
Nico.
it was
Whoa.
just in case I would, Are we buying any stock of Jose Abreu? There's
No.
videos of
It's
him
pennies.
hitting dingers and
No.
against guys we've never heard of before, and Jeff Bagwell dropping F-bombs.
You know what? Yes, I can't imagine how low his price is. So
It's got to be
Like,
so low.
like .0000001
like GameStop
cent.
or AMC low, which is what prompted this conversation.
Yeah.
People are buying
Well,
GameStop stock again.
honestly,
Yeah.
AMC and GameStop might be higher.
Jose,
Oh, man.
Jose Abreu is a meme stock. That's what we're saying. That's what we
That's
learned
what
today.
we're saying. That is what we're saying.